Jorge George Cordova, February 10, 1999. Cordova was found guilty of robbing and killing 19-year-old Joey Hernandez in San Antonio, Texas, on August 4, 1979. Cordova and three other men approached Joey and his date as they were sitting in his car at Espada Park. At 19, Cordova was already a career criminal. When he asked Joey to take him to a patrol station, Joey declined, observing that one of the other men was carrying a knife. After dragging Joey out of his car, Cordova viciously beat him with a tire iron while the other man repeatedly stabbed him. After being dragged out of her car and into the woods, Joey's girlfriend was repeatedly essayed and battered, but she lived and provided testimony during Cordova's trial. Cordova took Joey's car with his accomplice. He broke out of jail in Texas while he was awaiting trial for the murder of Joey. He was apprehended in Florida while on the run from Texas and given a 30-year prison term for essaying a teacher after he shot her car and forced her to leave the road. He also participated in a rebellion at the Sumter Correctional Institution in Florida in 1981, where armed inmates injured 16 other convicts as well as a guard. Bailiffs found he had a key to his handcuffs during his murder trial in San Antonio. Additionally, Cordova was questioned on his role in the stabbing of a death row inmate. He declined the last meal. His last words were, "For the pain I have caused you, I am ashamed to even look at your faces. You are great people. To my brothers on death row, Mexico, Mexico." Danny Lee Barber, February 11, 1999. Between June 1978 and April 1980, he killed 4 individuals in the Dallas County, Texas area. He was a serial killer, necrophile, and burglar. He was found guilty of 3 of the killings, given the death penalty for 1, and put to death in 1999 by lethal injection. Barber invaded 50-year-old Janice Ingram's house in Balch Springs on October 8, 1979, with a piece of pipe he had picked up from her property. Instead of breaking through a window and breaking into the house, he found an unlocked door and entered, finding Ingram screaming in shock. Barber killed her by stabbing her in the throat and used the pipe to bludgeon her head and face when she refused to stop. On October 26, Ingram's mother, Ruth Clowers, and brother Roy Clowers found her nude body after it had been missing for more than 2 weeks. Barber already knew Janice Ingram and Ruth Clowers, having done hard labor on their property's grounds in the past. He was arrested and imprisoned for breaking into a flea market on May 4, 1980. While in prison, he admitted to killing Ingram and 3 other people in Dallas County. Mercedes Mendez, also known as Mercy Mendez, a 48-year-old woman who was beaten, essayed, and shot 3 times in the head on January 17, 1979, before being abandoned in a wooded area close to Mesquite. Raymond Curley on June 18, 1978, and 39-year-old Mary Caperton on April 21, 1980. Barber said he had relations with 2 of the bodies. His last meal was 2 steaks, baked potato, chef salad, tea, and chocolate ice cream. His last words were, "Hello, Miss Ingram. It is good to see you. I said I could talk, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I heard one of your nieces had some angry words. I didn't have anything to do with the stay. I spent the last 20 years waiting to figure out what's going on. I pray that you get over it, and that's the only thing I can think to say. I'm regretful for what I've done, but I'm a different person from that time. If you could get to know me over the years, you could have seen it. I've got some people over here that believe that. I want to talk to my friends over here for a second. Well, it's good to see you guys. Look after Mary Lynn for me. Like I said, I've called my mother already, so she knows. Goodbye." Andrew Flores Canu, February 16, 1999. After accepting a $10,000 offer, Andrew Canu fatally stabbed Billy Max Summers, 60, and Jean and Helen Summers, 64. Their home was set on fire after they were attacked and their bodies were found in the rubble. The person who orchestrated the murder was none other than Greg Summers, the son of the victims. He wanted to obtain insurance money after the killings. He was also found guilty and executed. Canu's last meal was pork baby back ribs, hard shell tacos, corn tortillas, French fries, salad with ranch dressing. red and green chili sauce, jalapenos and tomatoes boiled with garlic and cumin, root beer and chocolate ice cream. He declined to make a final statement. Norman Evans Green, February 24, 1999. He was convicted of killing 18-year-old Timothy Adams in 1985 while robbing a Dyer Electronics store in San Antonio. During the robbery, which brought no profits for Green and his accomplice Harold Bowens, Timothy Adams was shot 4 times for not obeying Green's orders. They tried to rob me, but they didn't get anything, Adams reportedly stated before he passed away, according to witnesses who entered the store after hearing gunfire. Bowens was also convicted in the case and he received a life sentence. Green's last meal was barbecue ribs, pork chops, salad with French dressing, baked potato, Texas toast, and a Coke. He didn't have any last words. Charles Henry Recctor, March 26, 1999. Recctor and a number of his accomplices essayed and attacked Katie Davis on October 17, 1981. Katie was followed by the males to her house in Austin, Texas, but she turned and left when she noticed 3 strangers outside her apartment. 2 males attacked her when she came out, forcing her to open the door. After robbing her residence, they brought her to the Town Lake neighborhood, where she was gang essayed, shot in the head, and abandoned in Town Lake, where they repeatedly submerged her head until she drowned. Recctor was driving her car, wearing some of her clothes, and had her jewelry in his pockets when he was arrested a few hours later. His knife was later discovered in her apartment, but he insisted on his innocence. At the time of Katie's horrific murder, Recctor was on parole for a prior murder and had a criminal history that began when he was just 12 years old. His last meal was 3 beef enchiladas, 3 tacos, French fries, and 1 strawberry shake. His last words were, "The first statement I would like to make is my sister. I want her to know that everything that is said, every move that is made, every motion, I hold it true to my heart. I hold it in my soul. I want you to know that I am not guilty, and I will say this to the family. I did not kill your daughter. Take it the way you want. Sorry for the pain. Sister, I love you, and I will be there with you to help you. I want to talk to you about being there by her. You know what I'm saying. I want to thank you. Thank you for the words. The dying words, they mean a lot. Make sure he knows what I want him to know. I want to quote a song that I wrote called God Living With Us 24 Hours. It goes, tell the kids I love them and I'll be there. That's all I have to say." Robert Excel White, March 30th, 1999. White killed a rural store owner in 1974 during a robbery that made $66. His last meal was 2 hamburgers, double order of French fries, and fried onion rings. He declined to make a final statement. Please hit that subscribe button if you like my channel. See you next time. Bye-bye.